water agricultural. So what legislative solutions would you support to address water scarcity and aquifer depletion? How should Kansas balance agricultural needs with long-term water stability? And what role should the legislature play in responding to climate-related risks? I feel like that's a bigger topic in your neck of the woods.
It probably is. I'll admit I don't know a lot about the water regulations that they have down there. It's something I would have to research.
Yeah.
Contact experts in the field.
Yeah.
But I always tell everybody, I'm not going to tell you that I know something about anything, and I can't do that in my job now. So so I always tell people,
but you'll learn.
I will learn. I will go look it up. I will call somebody that knows about it. I think a lot of the stuff now that people are worried about is these data centers that are coming in.
Yeah, I have AI down here too. Yeah, they're very concerned about data
how
centers.
Much water it's going to use. And I've talked to somebody recently and I've started to look it up because I need to know about these because they're trying to put a data center down in Osawatomie.
Yeah.
So, for one thing, they should be upfront about how much water it's going to use. That should be written into their contract because a lot of them, what I've found researching, is they don't tell you about the water consumption they're going to use.
Or they just lie.
Or what's going to happen with it. They want to give them I don't think you should give any incentives to a data center to come in and build because they're already the richest companies.
Well, they don't really produce a lot of jobs.
They're the richest companies in the world if you look up the top 4.
It doesn't take a lot of jobs to keep one running either.
It takes a lot of jobs to build it. And then after it's built, they run it with minimal people. And
I'd rather have a plant building something using all that water, actually manufacturing something than just a warehouse of computers, whatever's inside of an AI data center.
So
I just imagine it's rows and rows of computers.
I think a lot of the local residents should have more input on that. So.
Yeah, they should be able to. One more thing they should be able to vote on if you're going to build something like that in my neighborhood. Not only are they not allowing to vote on, a lot of places like they're doing it also privately and quietly that people don't even know it's a thing they're discussing until it's on a agenda to be voted on by the council.
Number one, you need the water to live, for people to live, the water to grow crops before you're taking that away. I don't know if it contaminates the water or not.
I don't know either. I know there's other noise. There's noise. They make this low
humming.
From
what I've looked,
it would drive me nuts because I'm like autistic and I can hear everything.
They said when I was reaching it, looking it up, it's like a highway being right by your house with constant traffic on it.
Yeah.
So
that's a problem. And then there's air quality problems. I know that of the ones in, I don't remember what state, not here, but they've had air quality problems where people with COPD and asthma. There was actually a guy who died in his mid-60s because he had COPD because of the air quality, and they can't go play outside if they have asthma and stuff, and they got to have these filters in their houses now. So there's more than, but the water is a big thing.
I think there's just so much information out there on them that we, as a regular person, don't know about them. And like you said, they're not going to tell you everything because they want to build that data center there.
But they just lie.
They want to make more.
Because if nobody's going to hold them accountable to their lies,
billions of dollars,
they can say whatever they want. If no one's going to hold them accountable and make sure that that's really what they're doing, like they can say they're only going to use this many generators, and then it turns out they have 15, and nobody's doing anything about it.
They definitely need to have stronger contracts for them when they come in. So if they violate what they said they're going to do,
I mean, if we had, like we were talking about earlier, if we had that for everybody that we were giving incentives to, then it wouldn't even be a problem. And then if people were allowed to vote on something like that, like I think if it's a project over a certain amount of something, money or size or whatever, it should be put to a vote to whatever area it is going to be impacted by. You should get to choose if you want a stadium built over your house. You should get to choose if you want a plant or an AI data center built in your neighborhood. And if they can't convince people to vote for it, it's probably not a good idea.
If it was there before anybody else moved in, then
Yeah, that's one thing. But yeah, if you're trying to build this massive thing, whatever it is, that's gonna, and they build them like right outside bigger cities because they do need access to water. I'm going to a meeting over like at the 1st of March that's out by Colwich, Kansas, because I spent a lot of time in Wichita, and they're trying to build one there. And I knew they were going to. I knew they wouldn't build it right up on Wichita,
no.
but they were going to get a little town in between, a couple little towns over.
They want a little town so they can sell it to them that we're gonna make this much money for you. Hey, we're gonna come in and we're gonna buy this huge piece
The
of
towns
property.
aren't buying it. The little towns aren't buying it. They're fighting back. They're
They
not.
are.
It's really uniting a lot of people, the Democrats and the Republicans in those areas, though, because they can all come together against AI
Have a
data
common
centers.
enemy.
Yeah, they do. They have a common enemy.